Good morning, everybody. This is Jim, 5714 Collector. I have some things I want to show this morning. I'm going to show you some 72 Topps baseball cards. I have the complete set, so I pulled some Hall of Famers and some players out I wanted to show this morning. Also got some couple Ryan items that are more oddballish. I thought I would take a few minutes and show those. My wife and I on Friday night, we were at Oriole Park to see the Springsteen concert. Very good. Really enjoyed the concert. Had a 29 set list. He played 29 songs across 3 hours. Great concert. We had a great time. I would highly recommend, if you ever have the opportunity to see Springsteen, to definitely go see him. So with that said, I got a trivia question for everybody. The question this morning is, name me the World Series MVP who's in the 1972 Topps set. So I'll give you guys some time to think about that. It's probably not an obvious answer, but it's a pretty cool one. So I'm going to show you some of these cards here in a couple minutes. I want to talk about the Orioles real quick, who won last night in Detroit. They won 4-2. So they're 84-65 as we head into the last 13 games, last 2 weeks of the season. They're 2 games behind the Yankees in the American League East and 2 games ahead of Kansas City for the #1 wild card spot. So we're going to just have to wait and see how that plays out. But they're still struggling on offense. Burns pitched a good game last night, 7 shutout innings. I think he struck out 6 or 7, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, pitched a great game. So hopefully, they got another win in them today, because they got to start winning 2 out of 3 of these series before they come back home. I think the Giants come in and Detroit comes in next weekend for those 6 games. So, and we'll see what happens. So let's show some cards this morning. I got some of my 72 Topps cards out. Got some of the Hall of Famers. I thought it'd be kind of fun. So I got Jim Catfish 100. I know there's a glare, and I'm still working on that glare problem, but that's a cool card. And I can show the back. The only issue is I have a price sticker on it, but that's okay. And the 72 Topps backs are not great. I love the set. It's psychedelic. Topps was definitely, there's Reggie. And one thing about Topps in that era, between the 71 and the 72 sets, I think are the best 2 sets of the 70s. A lot of people I know love the 75s, and it's a nice, it's probably my 3rd favorite. But the 72s are my favorite. I collected them as a kid. Opened up a lot of packs. Of course, some of my cards got thrown out too by my mom. But I completed the set, probably about 10 years ago. I got all of them in an album, and I keep the Hall of Famers and top loaders and all that. So, and there's Jim Palmer. That's a nice card too. I'm thinking about getting some of these graded. I have a Ryan Raw, which I did not pull. It's another one of my boxes. And I've shown the Ryan that I had graded from 72. There's Frank. One of the great hitters of all time. 586 home runs, 2-time MVP, World Series MVP. He's won a bunch of awards and all that. Had some great seasons for the Reds and the Orioles. Played for the Dodgers and the Angels and the Indians. Great career. Here's the greatest defensive third baseman of all time, in my opinion, Brooks Robinson. That's just a beautiful card. I just love these cards, and sorry for the price. One day I got to pull these things out and put them in the better looking. They've been in there a long time like that. Here's Earl. Of course, he led the Orioles to 4 World Series and won the 70 World Series champions. Lost 2 heartbreakers in 7 games to the Pirates in 71 and 79. 2 classic World Series, but that's a beautiful card. I think that is really cool. And we got Gaylord Perry with the Indians. That's kind of a nice card too. That's kind of cool. So just want to show the back again. Apologize for the stickers on the back. Here's Teddy Ballgame, probably the greatest hitter of all time. 1 or 2, right? Him and Babe Ruth. So when he's managing the Rangers, that's a pretty cool looking card too. Anytime you get a Ted Williams card for a couple dollars, it's well worth picking that up. Here's Luis Aparicio at the end of his career with the Red Sox. Of course, he spent years with the Orioles too. Also played with a lot of years with the White Sox. He led the league in stolen bases. I can't remember for sure, but I know he led the league in stolen bases for, like 6 years in a row. It might be a little bit longer than that. And here's, of course, the Cecil Cooper, Carlton Fisk rookie. And Fisk, of course, is in the Hall of Fame. And, of course, he's well known for Game 6 of the 75 World Series with that home run in the 12th inning against the Reds. That's probably one of the all-time great World Series home runs. If that had been in the 7th game, that would be the #1 home run of all time, ever. I don't think you can beat it. Obviously, you got the Mazeroski home run that won Game 7 against the Yankees in the 60 World Series. And then, of course, Babe Ruth's called shot in game. It was either Game 3 or Game 5, and I don't remember which one at Wrigley against Charlie Root. I don't want to make that mistake, but I know it was one of the two. Here's Yaz here. Another beautiful card. You know, Yastrzemski just had so many great cards. That's pretty cool, too. And here's another Hall of Fame manager. This is a tough one. A lot of people forget that he managed the Royals, Bob Lemon. That's kind of cool. So, again, you know, you're getting a Hall of Famer, you know, for pennies on the dollar for these cards. Well worth buying if you want to add a Hall of Famer to your collection. And like I said, the 72s are just beautiful cards. 787, you know, it's a big set. I think it's the largest top set ever. There's Al Kaline. That's kind of cool, too. I think I have another one of these, but it's not in this good of shape. And, you know, Al, of course, being Baltimore born. And that's toward the end of his career, too. And we got Bert Blyleven's second-year card, and I think that's kind of cool. Blyleven just had a fantastic career, great curveball. That's a nice card. And we have Rod Carew, who's in the high numbers. I picked up this card. I think I got the Mazeroski, Carew, and Hoyt Wilhelm, who are all in the high numbers on the same day. I don't remember what I paid. I wrote it down. It's like, for the 3 cards, I think I paid like $60 for the 3 of them. Well worth it, because they're, again, you know, they're hard cards. And we got Jim Cott, recent Hall of Famer. That's a nice card too. But I know the centering on these cards are horrible because I just not cut well, you know. And we got the Killer, Harmon Killebrew, another great slugger. We're the Twins. I tried to put these in some kind of an order, so. And we got, here's a nice card. Tony Oliva, 3-time American League batting champion. You know, great career. So I was really happy when he made the Hall of Fame because he really deserved it. He should have been in years ago because he just had a fantastic career. But he had bad knees. You know, he had major surgery, I think in 1970, I think it was. And really a tough time, you know, after that. But what a great hitter. And I have to show this card. Thurman Munson, who in my opinion belongs in the Hall of Fame too. Had career cut short, obviously, by the plane accident. And he should be in the Hall of Fame too. So I will show the one card for the answer here in a few minutes. But I'm going to show a couple other things real quick. I always like to show Nolan Ryan items. This is that's why the channel is called 5714. And you can see I had to move around the phone. I got the background changed this morning in my room because there was more of a glare on the other side. So I thought I would just change it and see if that helps or not. And I got you can see my Orioles wall behind me. I have my orange wall. That's where my Oriole stuff is. There's Brooks Robinson autograph up there. There's a Budweiser mirror behind me, as you can see, and that mirror shows the Orioles opening pitch at Oriole Park and a couple other things back there. And of course, my cabinet with my bobbleheads in it too. So, but I have a SSPC sheet here, and no one's in the middle. And I picked this. I think I got this off eBay. I saw this on eBay for a good price and had to pick it up in the back. And anytime you can get something with Nolan Ryan on it, of course, I think it's worth it since that's what I collect mainly. I collect some other players also, but I mainly collect Nolan Ryan, and I have a mother's cookie sheet of Ryan, so I'll try to show that. Hopefully that comes through a little bit. I don't know if you're going to see all of it, but I'll show the back. The back is really clean and all that. So I thought that was kind of cool. That's kind of a nice item. And a really cool thing I picked up I think I got this at a flea market antique shop several years ago. I think, yeah, I paid $25 for it. It's a Wheaties box. It's a mini Wheaties box. And it got Nolan Ryan on the front. Stats on the back, of course. And what's really cool about it is on the inside, there's a card, as you can see. And there's a figure. You can see the figurine. And it has a coin. So I thought that was really cool. And what's funny is I've never seen it at a card show. And I've been to a lot. I've been to Chantilly, been to the National. You never see that box. It's from it's from 2000. So I thought that's a cool item. So that's up here on my display cabinet also. But I wanted to take a couple minutes and show that. And I'm going to give you the trivia answer. Okay, so who's the former MVP, World Series MVP that was in the 72 top set? So here he is. And it's Rick Dempsey. And that's his rookie card. So that's kind of cool. There's Rick's rookie card when he was with the Twins. Of course, he won the World Series MVP when the Orioles won the World Series in 1983 when they beat the Phillies. So I thought I would show that. He had a heck of a World Series too. 5 for 13 if I remember right. He was also on the cover of Sports Illustrated after the Orioles won the World Series. I should probably get that out and show that too, because of course I have that in my collection. But that's a video for another day. That's it for this Sunday. I hope everybody has a great day, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Take care.